to come an enemy while they sing order out of chaos. There's fire in the streets, ashes falling at our feet. Can't find a coming enemy while they sing order out of chaos. Two sides but the coin is the same. Manufactured opposition is the perfect storm. Power with no face, destruction, the end game. There's fire in the streets, ashes falling at our feet. Can't find a common enemy while they sing order out of chaos. There's fire in the streets. It's an information overdose. Society comatose. Tensions rise higher and higher. There's fire in the streets, ashes falling at our feet. Can't find a common enemy while they sing order out of chaos. There's fire in the streets, ashes falling at our feet. Can't find a common enemy while they sing order out of chaos. There's fire in the streets. I'm so tired of the cold. It's running straight right through my bones, yeah. And I can sleep next to the heater. It's not enough to keep me warm. No, no, now maybe some sleep can cure my aforementioned fear of death and lack of home. My mind is shaking in somebody's bedroom, someone I barely even know. I hear your voice, it's a symphony. Well, my friend, it's been quite a year, and I feel right now that I need you here. A romance so cavalier. I hear your voice, but you're never near. Lights at it as I come out, and I'm reminded what it's all about. But I still think of you every time. I'll be just fine. Spent another evening drinking, out of focus, me and you. Watched the fireworks at Parliament from someone else's roof. Spent the weekend out of town, rainy days we just lay around. Seems I found that I just can't live without you. Forget what you told, focus, breathing slow. Life is much shorter than we know. Spending hours in the afterglow. Yeah, I feel alive enough to die. We can go anywhere we like, staying in tonight, alright. Well, my friend, it's been quite a year, and I feel right now that I need you here. A romance so cavalier. I hear your voice, but you're never near. Lights at it as I come out, and I'm reminded what it's all about. But I still think of you every time. I'll be just fine. My friend, it's been quite a year, and I feel right now that I need you here. A romance so cavalier. I hear your voice, but you're never near. Lights at it as I come out, and I'm reminded what it's all
Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to RSC13. We are here for week 6 of league play, and we're in the Prospect Division. First up this evening, Propel take on Newborn. It's a battle of two teams very close to each other in terms of their position in the table. I'm Tom Dillon, and alongside me for this game this evening, for the first two series this evening, is Kieran. Welcome along to the stream. This should be very exciting.
Well, certainly, mate, and I'll know a lot about these teams being in my, right in my league. I know a lot about them. So obviously in the other conference to me, but I know a lot of these players. So, obviously Propel of Momentum and Newborn of Green Phoenix will be representing their organisations throughout today, and then they'll be followed up by another prospect match between Tartarus and Jubatus, and then finally we'll move up to the elite tier where Renai and Rooks will face off against each other. Tom, have you got any predictions for the upcoming match, though? The one we have just in a few moments.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to sit on the fence as always. 2-2. Been a while since I've done RSC, so I'm just sitting on the fence nice and quietly, hoping that we get a 2-2 draw. Yourself, Kieran, I know you know these teams a little bit too more, so you can make a bit more of an informed opinion than I can.
Yeah, so one thing I'd like to mention, I've got the suit, representative of how good the quality of Rocket League we're about to see is. But I gotta go with 3-1 Newborn because they won Prospect last season. They topped their table, they won Prospect. They sit 3rd right now, and Momentum sit in 5th, but they are only separated by a single game. So only time will tell as our match comes up in a moment. But one thing I'd like to see between these games, Charizard isn't very happy with me. One thing I expect to see between these games is like a lot of battling in between, contention in the midfield. I reckon maybe the first and second game will be low scoring, and then we start to see a lot more happening as we progress through the series. And once we come to the final game, I'm going to make a bold prediction. I reckon we see at least 5 goals in Game 4.
It's a very specific prediction as well, actually. I also am sort of halfway in here for confirmation of my ear if we've got any team and player stats to get up on the screen, which we'll bring up if possible. If not, we can tell the teams to join up. But I believe we've got some player stats and things for you that I don't actually have on my screen. So that's helpful. Oh, here we go. It's popped up, I think. Oh, no, we haven't. I think we're going. This is top tier quality content. Let's tell the teams to join up then. This should be exciting. We can get into this 4-game series. Only the most professionalism here on RSC EU, RLCS quality. They say. Let's get the prospect tip underway then on this Friday night. It's going to be Propel in the black, Newborn in the green, and we are kicked off. And it's going to be Gavi takes it here up to the corner to try and get us started. Looks for a teammate, but Kali happy to take it away from him. Chases down into the corner now to try and create something early on. The shot comes in, but it's quickly cleared away. No problem at all. Into the centre it goes. Gav will give chase to this one. Kali's back to clear his lines nice and easily. It's Veni on this left-hand side. Will take it forward once he is on the line, waiting for it. Very, very aggressive start, actually, Kieran, and it might end up in a goal here, and it does. Once he takes it all from his own baseline up into the goal. A fantastic goal to start off the game.
Well, there you go. Onesie off the ceiling, drops this one into the net. The players, including Onesie, were not happy with me in the chat for predicting a newborn victory. They want to prove me wrong. So there you go, an early lead for Propel. Only the 30 seconds past now as this one. Onesie, the goal scorer, into the corner, sent away by Kaka. Now, Veni will take control of the ball. Pops this one towards the backboard. Gav. The one-time RSC12 champion just last season. Up for the ball, but is easily beaten out on the backboard. But still now, having the ball rebounding around the pitch, like I said, maybe we're going to start off high scoring quite immediately. This one is popped towards the net by Veni, cleared away by Onesie, who just goes through Gav and leaves Charizard plenty of time to take it out of his corner. Doesn't go far, Kaka puts a shot towards net, but still nothing threatening happening, but Gav does put a shot on, saved away by Kali.
Out to this right-hand side, Kali's going to have to wait on the back line, and it'll be cleared away by Onesie, only as far as Gav. Kali takes it to this left-hand side, gets it past one, but runs out of boost. This gives Veni an opportunity, takes it over, looks for the double, can't find it. Teammate there, though. Gav scores very quickly.
There you go, quick response from Green Phoenix. Veni, lovely play to get out towards the backboard, couldn't get a double, but I don't think that was his plan. Leaves it for Gav. He knows what he's doing. He's won the championship before, and he wants to do it again, make it 2 in a row. But here we go now. 1 apiece. So now Veni, looking for the second, going to take it up to the other end of the field. Onesie, once again there to stop. Probably been the best player so far from Momentum. Haven't had much to base off, but if that's what I'd have to say. But there we go. Kaka misses the ball. Ooh, double commit there from Propel. Could be costly, but I think they've gotten away with it as this one goes towards Gav. Gav takes his time up the field, but nothing to come from it.
Here comes Kaka going forward. Once he takes it to the right-hand side, Veni's there in the centre, looks for the shot, but doesn't quite come off for him. That'll be taken away. A little bit of a mistake from Kali. Can't quite redirect it forward. Pop up for Onesie, though, here in the centre. Tries to create something for himself. It's a read off the left-hand side, but eventually goes begging. Gav chases downfield. I don't really think there's anything that either of these two teams can do different at this point in the game. Both sort of working away, just try to hit that backboard perhaps a little bit more consistently, which often something doesn't necessarily happen in the prospect tier. This will be taken forward. Try and find a way off of the backboard, but again, Kaka clears it away. What can Kali do going forward? Looks like not much at the moment. Into the centre it goes. Onesie has a chance. I don't think he's going to score though. Takes it over one, looks for the second, and Veni gets the save.
There you go, clean save from Veni. He's going to turn it into a counter-attack of the field. Places one off the corner. Gav goes for the shot, misses the ball, but does connect to Charizard. Takes him out of the field, who actually does then spawn in the corner, gets a touch on the ball. But still, the Green Phoenix attack still continuing, still ensuing. This one goes towards the backboard again. Prospect's so good at hitting the backboard, but yeah, I've got to be honest, we're not so good at following it up on the play. So now Gav trying to get another touch. No boost in the tank to do anything though. So still low on boost. He tries to force the goal through, but still nothing to come. Green Phoenix having most of the pressure so far, but still 1 each, Tom.
Onesie goes forward, gets a demo on his way through, but there is a man on the line, able to clear it away. Kali now goes forward, takes it over one. Gav is on the line waiting. Onesie looks for the corner. There's a good demo play that might allow a shot here for Charizard, but he's quite able to get the connection on the ball. There's a chance for Onesie, and that is a fantastic effort, and eventually falls a little bit short, really, on the baseline. Able to clear it away once he goes forward here. And again, neither side able to find a way through. And I think, Kieran, this is what we were sort of expecting from third versus fifth.
Well, exactly. Close games coming through, and it feels like whoever scored might win the game at this point. And as I say that, Kaka puts that one into the top left corner, 53 seconds to go. Momentum, Propel, they're going to need a goal in that time frame before to send this one to overtime in game one. But there you go, 2-1 in the favour of Newborn. We had 2 quick goals at the game, and now late on, Newborn strike go 2-1 up as this one is popped towards the backboard. Onesie is there to follow, but he's missed the ball, and Kaka's going to put this one away. Might as well put the game away, 3-1. Tom?
There you go, 3-1, Newborn take the lead very, very quickly and, well, get the double just at the end of the game. 48 seconds to go then. We'll see if there's going to be any response from Propel here to try and get themselves back into this game one and make it not as difficult of a road to get themselves back into a winning position for the series. Here goes Venny out to the right-hand side. Over it goes, but not quite able to find a way through. We'll see if Venny's on the line. Once he's there, he'll be able to clear it away. Gav chases down, looks for the backboard. And Propel really not able to do anything just yet. Still pegged back into their own half. They try and create something here, though. Out to the right-hand side. Charizard goes forward. Callie's on the line. He looks for the bump play, but Venny's there and able to clear it away. Kaka goes forward now. Looks central for Gav, potentially, but no way through once again. Looks like it's going to be a victory here for Newborn. A fantastic performance in this game one. I don't think it's been the best performance that they could have conjured up. Certainly not the most dominant, and Propel are going to get a goal hit at the end of the game to make it at least a 1-goal margin that they lose by. All that helps for the goal difference statistic at the end of the season. But at the end of the day, it is going to be a Newborn victory, Kieran.
There you go, Newborn. Do take the first game. That will add towards their total. Puts them 1 away from Propel. Remember, these two teams will be jockeying for position. Puts them 2 away from Propel in the standings. If they can get 1 more, they will stay ahead of Propel in the standings, Tom. So, a lot on the line for both these teams. As what is this, week 6? So, you know, coming towards the end of the season, really going to be jockeying for position, because 3rd position is the final place you can get a playoff position, starting that upper bracket, and have a shorter road to the grand final than you otherwise would if you place 4th, 5th, or 6th in your conference.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is actually really difficult to try and find a way through into that grand final if you're coming up through the play-ins. Obviously, you basically have full-on knockout Rocket League right up until that point. At least if you come through that upper bracket, you get that little bit of reprieve of a chance to lose a game if required. Obviously, you don't want it to be required, but if required, you can have a chance to lose that game. However, that's a long way away right now, and these guys will be focused on this game. I am sure we're up to Forbidden Temple next for game 2. Obviously, Newborn having the lead, and I appreciate a lot of people in chat have noticed the audio issues that we've been having. Stingray's been hard at work to try and get those fixed in the pre-game, so hopefully they do get fixed as we get kicked off for game 2.
There we go. Back to the kickoff. Even it is, but Venny's going to put this one onto net. Callie is there to scoop it away. So after the first kickoff, Green Phoenix immediately back on the attack. But now Momentum will look to build their own as Charizard gets a touch, but is bumped out the way. So this leaves Gav space. He's going to send it towards the blue net. Once he puts it onto his own backboard to clear it away. So strong start so far from Green Phoenix in game 2 on Forbidden Temple, but still much to go in the following 5 minutes.
Gav clears it away, looks to go forward once he swoops around to it. Gets a good touch on, that allows Callie to take it forward. It's saved on the backboard by Kaka. Once he goes forward, once again, will be cleared away out to this right-hand side. Charizard's there, tries to put it back into the centre, but no doing. Callie takes it off of Gav, Benny's on the line, he'll clear that away. Puck gets demoed, that might allow an opportunity here. Charizard not quick enough onto it, does get a good touch into the centre though, that will eventually be cleared by a propelled defender. Pretty even start again in this game 2 as it was in game 1, Kieran.
Yeah, there you go, still, well, 0-0, so no quick starts for this game. 0-0 after the first minute passes, but Charizard trying to make it 1. Puts that towards the net, awkward save, but it is actually cleared out to the side, and this one will go down to the other end of the field. Gav trying to pop this one towards the net, saved away by Charizard. It goes once again towards the backboard. Green Phoenix absolutely peppering the back wall of Propel, but nothing to come of it yet. But onesie, big miss off the backboard. That could be the opportunity for Gav. Far down, it does bounce in. 1-0 Green Phoenix.
It's a good start for Newborn. Actually, they've been keeping this game tight and just taking their opportunities. Exactly what you need to do in a game like this, where you're playing a team that is perhaps slightly worse than you, maybe, you would argue.
Yeah.
They've just managed to get themselves keeping it tight and get themselves started, being clearly the better team out of the two of them. Once it takes this forward into the centre, Charizard challenges it, but isn't really able to do anything with it. Benny's caught short in possession here. Charizard takes it forward, but not quite able to put the pace onto the ball that he might have desired there. Callie goes forward. Gav is on the line to sweep this away nice and easily. Benny gets demoed as well by Callie. It's a A revenge demo more than anything. Into the centre it goes. Newborn not able to capitalise. Charizard has the break here. He's got Venny to beat. And, well, Venny is there and holds strong.
There goes. Strong defense from Venny as Kali goes towards the backboard. Maybe look for a double. Gav's going to send it his way. It is straight into the path of Charizard, however. Trying to create some flames maybe in the orange net, but not going to happen at the moment. Kali trying to send this one towards the middle, gets the demo, but Venny is there to scoop this one away as none of the Propel players are there to follow up. So still 1-0 as we just passed the halfway mark on Forbidden Temple. But Kali trying to change that off the ceiling, but hasn't got enough boost nor power to create a threat.
At his right-hand side goes Gav. We'll take him forward once more once he clears it away. Kali is there to try and support his teammate. Propel trying to find an inroad back into this game, but once again pegged back. Venny bumped in the centre. That'll stop him pouncing on this one, his teammate. Although Gav, once he clears it away, what can Venny do now? Out to the right-hand side, taken away by Onesie. Propel keeping this game at arm's length, but again, not finding that inroad in here.
Yeah, no, just trying to forge a path through the Green Phoenix, you know, the side, but nothing's come from it yet. Green Phoenix constantly having boost, being able to get onto the backline. The demos are coming through, just maybe not at the right time. Maybe, you know, Kali's getting a lot of demos, One's getting a lot of demos, but no one is anticipating when the demos are going to come. And they're just not ready to pounce and capitalise on, you know, the great opportunities that are happening, because it's gone across the Green Phoenix net one or two times where it just, if someone was there to finish that off, it's 99 times out of 100 a goal, and the only other time it's just because it's prospect.
Bit harsh, but we move. As Hackett takes it forward. As Gav tries to put it forward once again, and it's been a good newborn performance actually. They've been really organised on those rotations, and it's helped them so much not concede in this game. And obviously only conceding, well, 2 actually at the end in that last game, but still a good enough performance from them. Kali will take this forward to make me eat my words once he goes, but Kaka is there to challenge him very quickly into the centre. Chance for Charizard, but the ball's just a little bit too much momentum for him to really challenge it. Gav will take it here, try and go forward himself. Kali keeps it alive. Once he going forward now, 30 seconds to go, 30 seconds for Propel to try and find something, and it almost happens here. Charizard takes a shot, Gav on the line, clears it away.
Gav in a dangerous spot there. I thought he was low on boost, but it certainly didn't seem to. He had 60 as he went up to that play. Now Kaka trying to double the lead and put away game 2 as well. Venny could be the man to do it. Do we have an AFK player on the field? We do, yeah. Kali's just sat at AFK. That's definitely not going to help Propel. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's internet or if it's controller, but at the end of the day, Newborn are 2-0 up in the series. I can't lie, we're probably going to have a technical timeout. Yeah, they want a second. Yeah, max ping for Kali.
They can take a technical timeout, I believe, which would be, I believe, up to 5 minutes if my rule knowledge has gone 5 minutes. There you go. They have 5 minutes when the map changes. That is the technical timeout, but a really good newborn performance, I think, is my point here.
Yes, certainly. So Newborn strong. When the map changes, they do have 5 minutes. So there we go. Newborn strong, 2-0 in the lead. Propel will be fighting for a draw, and I think that is definitely going to help them, isn't it? In the league standings, like it certainly seems like Naja are currently running away with first place at the minute. I mean, they are. Oh, well, Palmist actually do currently sit at the top of the table, edging out Naja by 1, though do have 4 games in hand. Newborn and Terra, obviously, I said were 1 game separated, 25-24 in the favour of Newborn, but now that gap has expanded to 27-24. Propel will want to close this back down to just back to just 1 goal. I'm getting all my words mixed up, Tom, but 1 game. But we're back in the game now on Sovereign Heights, and Propel will try to chase that draw.
So I'll tell you what happened then, as Propel do try and chase that draw. They need to find something better than they did in the last 2 games. They didn't take a technical timeout in the end. It was not taken. so they were able to get back into the game very, very quickly. It was Callie who's got back in. Hopefully he has no more issues. Kaka has a chance here at the near post, but not quite able to find a way through. The defence is holding firm. The demo in the sort of final third gives a chance here for Apparel, but Gav is there to snuff it out very quickly. Benny takes it forward. And that's the one problem that has plagued Newborn in this game, actually, is that even though, in this series, I should say, even though Apparel haven't really been able to find any inroads of themselves, Newborn haven't been dominating. They've only scored a couple of goals.
Well, the last game was only 1-0. It was just a tale of one goal. Well, we have one goal in game 3, and it comes from Onesie with a massive dunk on the goal line. Goes past the whole team, launches this over Venny, actually gets bumped. And never mind, Kaka misses the ball, and Gav isn't able to get the save. So this one is put in the back of the Green Phoenix net. And now, Propel leave 1-0 on their route to taking 2 games in a row and drawing this up and keeping themselves win the chance of a playoff spot. Now, oh no. Oh. Massive save from Callie there, Tom. That was huge for them to keep that 1-0.
Yeah, almost finding its way in, and here goes Gav taking it forward. It'll be cleared away by Onesie. Pops up a real chance for Benny here. He bluffs his lines. Can't find a way through. Kaka tries to follow it up out to the far post, but Charizard is there. New car as well, I think, for him into the near post. Oh dear, that is a massive whip on the goal line. And Gav is able to score and bring Newborn back into the game and potentially into a chance of winning and sweeping. That's it.
Yeah, not what you want to see from Charizard, but unfortunately, that's prospect for you, boys. So now we go back to kickoff, 1 each, 3:30 remaining. There's another miss from Charizard. Could be opportunity from Kako. He puts it off the post. Then he tries to get a shot away, but Charizard makes up for his mistake. Gets the ball away. It's now Onesie ground pitch, trying to get put it towards the net. Kako clean that up, send it away. And it goes all the way towards the backboard of Propel. And it's sent away once again by Callie. So now the ball's hanging loosely in the blue corner.
Here goes a chance for Kaka. Takes a shot once he clears it away. Not with a great deal of power though. Benny's onto it very, very quickly. Callie will clear it away. Gav is there. Keeps this attack alive. Keeps the pressure on in the corner. Charizard looks to alleviate it, but Kaka still goes forward here. Callie is on the goal line though, and he'll now try and take it out of his own half. Once he spills it across the face of goal, and here's a chance for Gav, takes it over 1, looks for the second, there's a chance for Venny, he'll leave it for a teammate, but no one is there in the end. It's an incredible spell of pressure from Newborn, who just have 51% of the possession, but 9 shots to 1 at this point in the game. They are dominating it in all but the goals column. Here's a chance for Gav into the centre. Charizard clears it away, this time a little bit more successfully than before. At the near post it goes. Once he tries to clear it away, it's begging as a chance, and it finds its way in.
Oh, the painful thing there is that Charizard tried to get up to the ball and instead just clattered into his teammate Onesie, absolutely smacked him out of the way. Then Kaka does to Charizard what Charizard did to his teammate, smacks him out of the way, puts that one into the net, and Newborn leads 2 goals to 1, and Propel are going to be fighting from behind once again.
Really frustrated in this game so far. It might get worse here as Gav takes it forward. Benny looks for the shot, but really able to find it. 11 shots, by the way, now, just compared to that solitary 1. Newborn aren't finding the net often, but they're finding the net often enough in this game so far. Once he is there, Kaka takes it off him. Off the backboard it goes into the centre. Benny looks to take a shot and makes it seem like a little bit of an insurmountable mountain.
Certainly, yeah, another miss from Charizard. Is not having his best game this time. This time around, he'll hope to recover in game 4, but first they have to recover game 3 in order to have a chance of tying up the series. Otherwise, they'll just be trying to not get swept. Green Phoenix must be feeling confident. They've not really had many mistakes. They haven't had many mistakes so far in this game. Now, Onesie.
Chance for Charizard on his left-hand side, will put it into the centre. Gav tries to clear it away, not really able to do much with it, and Benny clears it downfield. Here goes Gav looking off of the corner into the centre. It goes, a shot now for Benny into the centre again. There has to be someone to follow it up, but it's saved at the final opportunity. A minute to go, and it looks like it is Newborn's game to take.
Certainly, yeah, Newborn's game's to lose now. Apparel, anything. They need a goal really in the next few seconds. They want to have, ideally do want to save about 30 seconds. Kick-off goals can always happen, but so long as Newborn, you know, they've been solid throughout the series. Who's to say they won't have a solid kick-off? Now Callie takes this one up, off the ceiling he'll go, puts it towards the backboard. Wide of the post, awkward touch for Wanty, just pop it up. Charizard's going to look for the shot towards net, it's not going to happen for him. And that might as well be the game with 2 goals to come back. Apparel having some late chances, none of them converted. However, so Newborn will be able to take game 3, and they will go 3-0 up in the series. They will still be ahead of Propel in the standings by a fine margin, but an expanded margin, but it'll be them going into game 4 with the opportunity to sweep the first series of the night.
Well, it's been a fantastic performance from them, a measured good performance from them, I think is perhaps the correct word for it. So, Newborn and Propel, 3-1 Newborn in that third game. We go over to the final final game of the series. This should be interesting. I mean, I can't see Propel finding a way back into it, to be honest with you, but I've been proven wrong before, to be honest.
Well, I've definitely been proven wrong before, but to get my prediction right, Propel are going to have to win this game. They will want it. They will want it more than anyone because they really want to take that game and close that gap because no one wants to be playing the playoffs through the play-ins, going through the lower bracket, having about 7 matches to play within 2 days, having to win the grand final twice. I don't know if a team has won playoffs from play-ins in the history of RSC. I'm sure a veteran will be able to assist me on that, but for now we focus on week 6 of league play in the Prospect Division. Newborn 3-0 up in the series. Propel trying to salvage a game from this on stream, maybe feeling the nerves. I think now the pressure might just be on Charizard a bit. He had a couple howlers in game 3. Let's see if he can step it up this game and bring Propel to just a 3-1 loss rather than 4-0. A lot of us might be anticipating.
Well, it's doable at all, dear. That was almost really bad for Callie. Gets away with it in the end, but it's Newborn will still attack here. Into the centre it goes. Gav tries to steer it forward. Not really able to find a way. Now off the corner it goes. That's a little bit of a whiff. Charizard clears it away, but immediately Propel here at Beckwith Parker on the back foot, and on the back foot big time once he tries to change that fate a little bit, change that fate a little bit. Charizard out to the right hand side, looks for the corner, finds the corner, and unable to find a teammate though. Pinch a little bit too powerful.
Certainly. Now Kaka up towards the Propel end. Callie having to get a 50. Now Gav up for the ball. Gets the B as it goes towards the middle. Open for Venny. Slots it into the bottom left corner. Newborn are 1-0 up in game 4.
Yeah, and it's been coming, hasn't it, already in the first 50 seconds of this game. They've just looked the better team and taken more of the shots. However, Propel have had more of the ball, so what does that tell you? But certainly, I think if you were to look at the touches in the final third, definitely in the favour of Newborn at this point in the game. As Gav looks to go forward once he needs to find a way back into this game. If you can take a game from a team like this, Kieran, even though you've been dominating most of the series, I think that's what makes a good team. But it looks difficult and will look even more difficult here unless Charizard, which he does, get the save.
There you go. Charizard doesn't whiff this one. Callie, good demo on the sidewall, buys himself time. Fakes out Kaka, but he's still asking a 40-50, which goes right into the middle of the match. No goal to come from it, but Callie, looking at the scoreboard, has 140 ping. It's flashing all over the place. His internet seems to have gone again at the worst time. But finally, does recover. He recovers, gets the ball on the sidewall, but it's immediately dumped for a gap. Charizard popping this up for his teammate, and Wanzi is trying to carry this forward, goes off the ceiling. Seems to be liking that a lot so far this series. Now Gav, the RSC champion, trying to take this past Charizard, can't do so. Good dunk from Charizard, puts this towards the midfield, and Wanzi isn't there to follow, having to play third because both his teammates on the back wall, behind all of them. Newborn defenders. And Newborn once again will build up the pressure. The shot's going to come in from Venny. Good save from Charizard to send this one away. Keep the deficit at 1 goal.
Shot, not able to find a way in, but Venny's stops on the field. That's not ideal at all. And I don't know if he's going to get back into this game. It could be the opportunity that Propel needs here. It doesn't feel right, but whatever. It might be the opportunity they need. Kaka looks to get the lead back. Can they do something of a miracle here to try and extend their lead despite only having 2 players on the pitch? And we'll wait to see if Venny can get back in. Here goes Wanzi, takes it forward, and Venny's completely out of the game. So now it looks like Newborn are faced with the mammoth task of winning a game with just 2 players on the pitch.
Well, one thing I'd mention is that Cali's internet has gone once again. So this is effectively a 2v2. Playing a bit of crew battles here on the RSC stream as this one's going to go towards the net. Kaka sends this away. Cali now, his ping seems to just be a bit better. Shots that he tried to commit with Charizard. But now, Venny back in the game saying his internet didn't even go down. He just got disconnected from the server.
But he's not allowed to rejoin, of course. This is the problem. As far as I understand it, he's not allowed to rejoin.
Oh, no. Oh, I think that counts. Does that count as a mid-game sub? I don't know. You can tell I haven't checked the rulebook in a while.
He is allowed to rejoin. I've heard from Stingray, so there you go. That rule must have changed from last time. Last time I heard, anyway. He's allowed to rejoin and he's in the game, so there we go. Clarified that too, so he go back from banning stations here for Newborn. So I stand mistaken on that one. However, it was a scary moment, and it shows the quality of their rotations, that they're able to get back into the game and stay in the lead.
Yeah, Newborn still leading 1-0. Propel struggling to get a goal in. Well, you could effectively call it a 2v2 with Cali's internet not actually doing him any favours, but Kaka looking to get 2 goals and put the game and the series away, not to come. Charizard could have an open net that he's looking at once. He's going to try to put this away. Saved away by Venny, the man back from the dead. But he has actually missed the ball now on the backboard. Propel, they need this now to send this to overtime and have a go at just taking the 1 game. Something to salvage, something to keep. Massive pinch towards the midfield. Charizard can't get a connection on it, misses the ball, and Gavgav is just going to buy time and just kill the clock. But the shot's going to come in from Kaka. Saved away from Cali. Venny takes a touch. Again, just buying time. Charizard up towards the sidewall. Venny is the man in control. He's just going to bring this to the ground. Wanzi gets a touch, but it's just going to hit the floor. And Newborn will take a dominant 4-0 sweep over Momentum's Propel.
Yeah, it's been a good performance, and again, they didn't necessarily dominate the series or dominate the individual games, but they did obviously end up winning all 4 games. So that just goes to show how impressive that was. It always is. It's nice to see a performance where you you sweep a series with 2 1-0 victories. I mean, that says a lot. You know, that says how you're not necessarily right up there. You're not necessarily dominating your opponent, but you're keeping it organised. And the defence came out on top, and the defence was fantastic. That's one thing I take from that game.
Well, certainly. There you go. Propel, I think, only actually managed to score 3 goals throughout the series, 2 of them coming in the first, where maybe a lot of people just consider that a warm-up game. So, yeah, there you go. Strong performance from Green Phoenix. We'll get the 4-0 over Propel as you look at the post-series stats. I mean, yeah, there you go. 9 goals to 3. Triple the goals, but took all of the games. Propel, nothing to match Newborn throughout the series, really. You know, they had the demos. That was a very demo-heavy series. Propel had the demos, but they were never in the right place to capitalize on them, it would seem. There were so many good plays, Tom, but is there anything else you would like to mention?
Well, I would like to mention that the next series of the day is going to between Taratus and Jabaitas. That is still in the prospect here. That is coming up in about 23 minutes' time. But to be honest with you, I think we're ready to round it out. Both of our predictions absolutely wrong, Kieran. So that's not a good start for the day. But hopefully we're better in the next game. We'll see you in about 23 minutes'
Well,
time.
quickly, before we mention, there you go.
Quickly.
Kaka, series MVP for Green Phoenix there. 50 points, 15 shots, 3 goals to come from it. So also 2 assists, 8 saves throughout the series, and collecting 3 demos for himself. Well done, Kaka. You are the series MVP for tonight. And like Tom said, we will see you in just a few minutes' time.
Even in dark times, I'm hard to break. Through the noise and the flashing lights, I get lost in my mind. Anxiety never rests, so I hold my breath. Hanging by a broken thread, lights fading away. broken romantic. It's I know we're history. So call me, say that the road you're on is one that leads you home to me. It's I don't know it ain't that it's broken romantic. It's I know we're history. I know we're history. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, hate is base, the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. With houses made of gold, define by what we own. We follow what we're told, united to the mold. This is what we need to breathe, or are we just feeding our disease? Lost sight of what we can't touch. We lost it all, we can't remember how to run. A fumbling with an empty heart. We taste like crave until we starve. We wonder why we feel empty inside. Why there's a hunger that we can't satisfy. A rolling world with a bad design. We waste our time on an endless climb. With houses made of gold, defined by what we own. We follow what we're told, united to the mold. Is this what we need to breathe, or are we just feeding our disease? Prisoners of a hopeless war, fighting with a double-edged sword. We could be free if we stop feeding our disease. We stand on top of the world, but still feel so alone. We stand on top of the world. With no one's own, we stand at the top of the world alone. With houses made of gold, defined by what we own. We follow what we're told, united to the mold. Is this what we need to breathe, or are we just feeding our disease? Prisoners of a hopeless war, fighting with a double-edged sword. We could be free if we stop feeding our disease. Whoa, whoa, I won't bend the knee. Whoa, whoa, I won't bend the knee. There's more of us than you think, quicker than you can blink. Your most loyal will turn against you. It's in the water we drink, poison in the spring, but we'll take back all the power. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee.
back, everybody, to RSC13. We are here for Game 2 of the evening. We stay in the prospect tier, and it's Tartarus versus Jubatus. It was a sweep last time out, the last game that we had on the stream. What hasn't changed is myself and Kieran still occupy the commentary box. Kieran, welcome back to the stream. I think we're all hoping that this one's a little bit more I'd not say entertaining, because I think last game was a very good contest, but perhaps a little bit more competitive than the last series.
Well, yeah, certainly. Yeah, I think Tartarus and Jubatus will put on one big fight. I think I'm gonna call it early. I'm gonna say 2-2 as for my prediction. Yeah, I know a lot about these teams, both of them in my conference. I've played them both. Played Tartarus twice, I think. Yeah, thanks to the fan club, Tom. But yeah, so we've played Tartarus twice now. Jubatus we've only played once. But one thing I do notice is they have a new player in Gravzy, as well as Fatikyle. Actually, two of my ex-teammates from RSC last season, so I know quite a lot about these guys. Tom, anything for you to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think myself, I'm predicting here. I'm going to go another 2-2 because I'm sitting on the fence a little bit. But yeah, I just like fence sitting. It's my favorite thing. Let's take a look at the team stats then up on the screen, and well, it reads quite a nice picture. 5th versus 8th. So really, Tartarus looking here to keep themselves at the top of in that sort of playoff picture. Jubatus looking to get themselves into that playoff picture, and there is only about 8 wins in between the two of these. I think it's 9 wins to be exact, isn't it? So actually, there's not a lot as we head into the last few games of the season. There's certainly, it's no small leap between the two teams, but it's enough that I think potentially Jubatus, if they start tonight well, and you know, maybe they get a 3-1, maybe they get a 4-0, they can find themselves back in that playoff picture as we go into the last 2 weeks of the season.
Well, one thing I know about Jubatus is with their new players, Kyle and Gravzy, however you want to say it, I still don't know, which is pretty terrible, but I know them as very good players. Kyle, I know, may not be the best mechanically, but he is just so solid as a player. He gets the touch that is needed and knows how to play around and knows how to adapt to his team. And then Gravzy is creative. He knows how to build up a play. If his internet doesn't hold him back, he is able to put a shot away. And after playing Tartarus, you know, Wash Machine and Stork are just incredible defensively. Stork is also severely underrated for his CMV. Is phenomenal in front of net. He is a really good player all around, offense and defense. Wash Machine I haven't seen play too much, but he is also an incredible defender, so it's going to be hard for Jubatus to poke through. And then whoever else is on their team, Righty. I don't know too much about. Same for Sucker on the other side of the field, but be ready to go in the game any second now. As there we go, we get an extended version of the stats where we get to see each individual player's stats. But as that comes off the screen, we get ready to head to DFH Stadium. Oh, sorry, Manfield. Manfield for the first game, Tom. It's going to be nice and exciting before we head off to Elite after this. But there we go. The command is given to join up. We will get our first kickoff in any moment's time. And Tom, let's take this away.
Yeah, well, it's going to be when we get into the game, Jubatus in the white, Tartarus in the red. And we are kicked off for game 1. Let's see who gets the better kickoff. It looks like it's Jubatus very early on, get a chance at the first opportunity, but not quite able to find a way through. Storm chases down the right-hand side. Gravesy takes it away from him, but it's cleared away by Washing Machine here. This right-hand side. I always laugh at the names that I have to say when I'm commentating on Rocket League. It's always a nice change when you're saying people's surnames a lot, and then you have to come in and say names like Washing Machine. Always a little bit of a change up in Rocket League. Off the backboard it goes, but not able to be followed up.
Yeah, no, lovely touch on the back wall there. Send this all the way up the other end. Rizzy in a slightly awkward position. Sucker's going to try and look for the shot off the post. It goes Wash Machine. There you go, into the top left corner. And Tartarus have an early lead to basically put back early in the series. Now, not able quite to get the 50, but this goes to the top left corner. And Tartarus now lead 1 goal.
They do, and looks like it's going to be a difficult game for their opposition here, if I can get my words out, at some point. However, they are finding themselves forced against their own baseline here as Kyle looks to take it off his right-hand side, but he's not really able to find a way through. Let's see what Righty can do, trying to take it forward. Nicked off by Stork. Now a chance for Washing Machine in the centre, cleared away once again. Back downfield for Stork, who boots this into the corner. A real chance here to make it 2, but he's a little bit too much weight on it.
Fences one to the field, and then Washing Machine having none of it. Massive pinch for Sucker to look for the shot. Not going to cause much. Now Kyle off going back out of boost. Now Dog puts this one. Crazy reaction time to get the save, and Kyle is also there off the backboard to get one more, but this one's going to come in from Stork. It's almost easy for Tartarus and teams, but it's maybe not warmed up enough. But there you go, 2-0 lead for the game.
It's a good start for Tartarus to try and get us back underway. I think it's been a good start for them, of course. 5 shots to 1 at the moment. Sucker takes it downfield. He's not really able to create anything with it though, and Righty will try and get his team back into this game. It falls to Gravesy, takes it off the backboard. No one in the centre. Keep it alive though, looking to recycle the possession. Here it is out to this side where Sucker goes forward, takes it over 1, looks for the second, but third goal evades him at this stage. When you look at its league table, you can see why Juventus have been plagued by issues at this point in the season, can't you, Kieran?
Yeah, Juventus have had a rough season so far, and you know, 6, 7, 8, and 9, all those weeks. We got 4 weeks really to push themselves up into the top 6 and try to fight for a playoff spot in this conference. You know, they'll be looking for a play-in spot, but Wash Machine currently in the play-in spots. Wants to go to playoffs, wants to fight into the top 3, and that's how you're going to do it, putting in goals into the top left like that. Well, it's bottom left, sorry. But there you go, brace for Washing Machine, 2 assists for Sucker, and at the halfway mark, Tartarus lead 3 goals.
As his right hand side it goes, where Kyle takes a shot, looks for that far post, and it's a good save by Sucker, who clears it away in due course, and well, keeps this game well in the favour of this Tartarus side. You go forward now, a Washing Machine should be another goal, but it's saved by Graves. It's a defensive work, not a save, I'd say. Stork there out to this left hand side. Kyle is happy to clear it away. It's been a productive game 1 for Tartarus at this stage.
Yeah, that is the correct word, I would say there. But Kyle kind of produced something of his own. This goes off the backboard, Righty now into the midfield. Gravesy just tries to get up for this, doesn't realise he can get to it. Leaves it, Kyle's shot comes in. Saved away by Stork, there you go. Defense actually coming out. Tartarus haven't had to use it too much, but Righty is able to take this round them. Pops that into the middle of the net. 3-1 it is. The goal advantage is reduced down to 2, and they got a minute 36 to send it to overtime most likely.
As we get back underway, 3-1 in this game, and potentially a route back into it for this Juventus side. It will be difficult for them. They need to keep it going here. Into the centre it goes. Not a fantastic chance for them. Stork tries to take it forward. Finishes off Gracie though. Now a chance for Righty at the near post. Takes a shot. Good save from Washing Machine.
Yeah, there you go. Solid save from Washing Machine. Just sends this away into the corner. But this one now bouncing in the midfield. Stork dunked by Gravesy in the end. And Kyle will be the first to this. Pops this off. Washing Machine gets a touch on it, but it's still hanging in the midfield. Gravesy misses the ball. And now Sucker trying to get control of the ball. Can't really do it so successfully. And Stork is the first to the ball and finally able to set this one away. 3-1 it remains.
Downfield it goes. Pops up into the centre. Stork takes a shot. Should be 4, but he misses. It's a little bit of an awkward miss for him. well, I'm not sure we're particularly happy with it. That being said, Tartarus with a fine performance in this game one. Machine takes it forward. Now a chance for Stork at the far post. Takes a shot. Gravesy clears it. There's not a man rotating back, and it's just awkward for everyone. However, 30 seconds to go. I think Tartarus will still be much the happier side. Kyle looking to put them into kick-off goal territory. Sucker clears it away. We'll try and run some clock in this top right-hand corner. Off of the wall it goes into the centre. Not able to really do anything with it. Gravesy then needs a goal now. Needs a goal desperately to try and, well, just keep the ball up. At the end of the game, shot comes in at the far post. Righty brings Juventus back into the game. And potentially now, we're within kick-off goal territory. Kieran.
Well, Tom, where have I seen this before? 1 goal deficit with 4 seconds remaining. And on the diagonal kickoff as well. Kickoff goes in Tartarus' favour. Gravesy, shoulder the ball, pops this one into the air. Tuck it up for the ball. Wash Machine sends it down right. He's able to get a touch. Gravesy has to rush back just to keep this one in the air. Now could get control of the ball up into the sidewall. Can do this. Now, slight air dribble out towards the side, but I think this one's just going to drop down to the ground. Gravesy won't be able to get there in time, but it bounces into the corner. Stork towards net. Kyle gets a touch, but it will eventually drop to the ground. Never mind. Stork keeps it up once again. Kyle still keeping this alive. How long do they want to keep it up for? I've cursed it as it finally drops to the ground. But there we go. 1-0 Tartarus, as we probably could have guessed from the start of the game, but strong performance from Jubatis at the end, bringing back 2 goals unanswered, so they'll have some momentum going into the next game.
Yeah, I don't want to be unfair there, but actually that was quite poor play from Stork at the end to pop that ball back up, because, you know, you do that in a higher tier, that gets punished potentially. So obviously it happened very quickly. I don't want to put too much hate on his name. It happened very quickly. It's very easy to make that sort of mistake. But I think he was a little bit lucky there that mistake wasn't punished. I think get the ball on the floor. You're leading the game. It's in the other half. Just put it on the floor. And yeah, obviously not quite making the connection that he wanted there. But I don't want to single him out because it was a 3-2. And overall, Tartarus played most of that game very, very well. And obviously they held on very well as well. It was quite even if you look at the stats though. 9 shots to 9 overall. Really, it was only just being that little bit more clinical that that helped Tartarus take the win in that game, Kieran.
Yeah, Tartarus able to put their shots away, slightly more consistent it would seem. But we go to Forbidden Temple. The Japan-themed map will hopefully show us an anime-like showdown. I don't watch many, but here we go. Off to the sidewall, Kyle. Starting off the pressure, maybe trying to build off of what we had, what they had at the end of game 1. These 2 goals and Gravesy pops this one. Tries to get this towards the midfield. Big pitch across the field for his team that should be in possession of the ball. It's Team Kyle, but he's popped to go forward. It bangs this out towards the midfield and actually does back righting. Tries to set this into the corner, demoed for his efforts. He's going to pop into the midfield from Stork. Shot's going to come in from Wash Machine. Nearly puts it wide in the post, but not wide enough. It's slotted into the bottom left-hand corner instead. And Tartarus have their lead again.
It is absolutely crucial that Juventus, being the worst team here, the team at the lower end of the table, they get at least a game out of this series. At least a game out of this series. Right now, not going to plan for them. I mean, they need to remember, this is only 5th in the league, Kieran. This is not even one of the top teams that they'll be fighting for in the playoffs. Obviously, they've been plagued by so many issues this season. And, well, not going to plan. We'll see if they can change their fortunes, though, as they go forward here. That being said, they're pegged back into their own nets. Here's a shot from Washing Machine. And I appreciate that's not quite his name, but he takes a very, very fine touch and makes it a very, very nice goal.
Well, if you translate it, his name is actually Washing Machine 69. But there we go. 2-0 in the favour of Tartarus once again. Really quick, we'll see if maybe Jubatis can bring this back like they did in game 1. I don't know what the difference was. Maybe it was just Tartarus getting overconfident, like Stork keeping the ball up at the end of the game there. But big boom onto the other end of the field, and Righty will get pushed in a ball once again. Bang. Into the pass. Puts it past Crazy, looks for the dunk on Kyle, gets it. She's trying to play the ball. It's not going to happen. Actually takes it to the corner instead. Nice solid touch goes towards the big field now. Leaves this for Stork. He's going to pop up and over the goal.
Taking it forward, it's Gracie. Looks for a teammate in the centre. All of a sudden, Tata has put on the back foot here, and Washing Machine has to rush to clear his lines very, very quickly. Takes it forward once again now. Gets the touch over. Gravesey's back. Gravesey's happy to clear it away. Stork off with his corner. Takes it forward once more. Kyle knocks it down. It loops in the air. Sucker takes it downfield. That's a shot, and that's on net, you know, and it's going to find its way into the net. It is incredibly lucky, but it all counts.
Wow. The pinch. Stork and Sucker up to the other end of the field. Someone clip that, because could be a contender for Clip of the Week, depending on what we get to see on the upcoming Monday. Still a few days away. Still opportunities. Remember, you can always go to Clip of the Week submissions and post your clips. There you go. There's my little advertisement done today. Now Kyle, go back to the game. 0 boost. Trying to get in touch with the sidewalk. Does get it, but it's strongly 50 back into his own half. Now Righty bumped away off the wall. It would seem now Gravely gets a touch. Batters trying to find something, anything to get them to splash the game. But that's not the way to do it. Team bombs coming out. Gravely, big pinch into the midfield.
Pops up out to the right hand side. Suki Sucker takes it in the air, tries to take it forward again, but once more, not really any doing for him. That being said, Washing Machine plays a fine cross into the centre, looks for a teammate. There's a man at the back post. It's Sucker once again. And Tata is absolutely blowing away their opposition in this game too. What a performance, Kieran.
Tata went 3-0 up in the last game, then sort of laid back, conceded 2 nearly. Ended up being put into overtime, it would seem, but now that they're continuing this now. 4-0, padding the stats. This one's going to come towards net. Wash Machine, easy shot, puts it past Gravesey, and it goes right into the back of the net. 5-0 for Tata.
Falling apart at this point in the game, basis. You have to feel bad for them. You really do. This hasn't been the ideal performance, Kieran. I think, to put it lightly.
No, it's not. But now they'll try to get just a couple goals back, probably consolation goals at this point. Gravesey off the ceiling. Tries to go for the ceiling pinch, tries to get another 50 off Washing Machine. It's not going to happen. It goes all the way over to the right side of the field. Kyle tries to get one touch. Out of boost again seems to be the problem for Juventus. Trying to make a play, they just run out of boost all the time. I don't know if it's boost management or is it stealing coming out from Tata. I would know about boost stealing. I'm number 3rd in the league. Proud owner of that title, I would say. And now Grassi could 50 out into his own corner last store. Probably been the best player on his team, I would say, so far this series. So, got to do something more to take a game. It's a strong Tata.
Yeah, taking a game from this team would feel like the absolute best they can get out of the series at this moment in time. It's into the centre it goes. They can't even get him on target at the moment, and it's cleared away with relative ease. That being said, this is only a case of actually Juventus not scoring any of their 5 shots. Their opposition only taking 5 shots. It just happens that they've scored every single one of them. So maybe it's the accuracy that needs to improve here from Juventus, also being dominated in the possession column as well. 60% for Tatus at this point in the game. 35 seconds to go. And it is really a case now of the game just getting played out, Kieran. Absolutely no doubt as to what the result is going to be. That being said, a few of you may remember a social media clip from a couple of seasons ago where I said something very similar at this point in a game. But I think certainly this is Tatus' game now.
Yeah, you get 15 seconds left, 5 goals. They have to score one every 3 seconds. It comes down to 10. And the chances are just reduced by every second. Really, at this point, it is 0%. And there you go. Tatus will take game 2 in dominating fashion. They get 6. Not going to happen. It hits the floor right in front of the Juventus net. But there you go. Tatus 2-0 up against Juventus. And dominant in game 2, 5-0.
absolutely dominant in game 2, and that's a better performance than they put in the first game for sure. 668 score for Washing Machine. Any of those little kinks that they had in that first game absolutely taken away in that second, and definitely a much easier game. I mean, you've got to back them for the sweep here, surely.
Yeah, I think that's like the most obvious way to see it. Gibatis and just not putting up too much of a fight. I mean, you look at Stork was their lowest score at 255. Still, I think scoring more than the entire of the Gibatis team combined. I'm not going to do the quick maths as of yet, but yeah, what a performance there from Tartarus. I don't know if they're just peaking or if Gibatis are having a bad day or if this is what it should just normally be, but we'll see if Gibatis can get at least one game back out of the 2 we have remaining. You know, maybe something clicks and changes and we get a draw, but I don't see it coming. I think we definitely see a sweep from what I've seen so far.
Well, here's the stat for you. Every single one of the Tartarus players in that last game got more points individually than all of the Gibatis players combined. That just shows how much they dominate, and they try and continue here with Washing Machine. Out to the right-hand side it goes. Stork goes up for it, not really able to find it. Maybe a chance here for Kyle at the near post. Waits on it really well. Actually, Gravesy has a shot. Gravesy gets a fantastic opportunity, but Stork clears it away. Much better start from Gibatis. They get the better of the chances in the opening exchanges of this game 3. And there's still an attack here, Kieran.
Yeah, there you go, opening seconds of game 3, and something may have changed for Gibatis. Gravesy leading that charge, probably what he needed to do. I was saying it in the last game. He is the star for Gibatis. Now this one just does go over Gravesy, but Righty, loads of time, just plays it out towards the left side, where he's going to try and follow this up himself. Comes off the backboard, Sucker is the first to do this, but will fall to Gravesy, who can hit this out towards the right side. And still no goals yet, but actually Gibatis the better side when it's come to chances so far.
Into the centre, Sucker can't get the contact on it. It will be Stork here on the right-hand side who goes forward himself, looks for the centre position, but again unable to find it. Washing Machine here keeps it alive, but Gravesy has no problem taking it away at this stage. Sucker clears it away out his left-hand side. He'll keep it going here, and actually has a clear net to aim at unless someone can get back quickly. Here's Stork, he misses. Oh, and it's a bad miss as well.
Yeah, not something you want to be doing if you're Stork. Maybe get a little confident. And you know who else can be confident? Kyle, after that shot, lifts it into the top half of the net, right underneath the crossbar. Lovely and snugly fitted. And his mouth can be smugly fitted on his face after that, because finally Gibatis have a lead. They have a goal, which is something they couldn't find in the last game. And massive improvement for them on Sovereign Heights.
Into the centre, Kyle looks to make it 2 here, off of the post it goes, and now followed up by Righty. And it is a total juxtaposition to what we saw in the second game of this series. And all of a sudden, Gibatis are the team that perhaps we expected them to be.
There you go, Gibatis. We were talking about a sweep. They don't want a sweep. And at this rate, they don't just want one game, because now they have 2 goals to their name. Maybe just be it. Tartarus' bane of their lives now at the minute. But Kyle, 2 brilliant 50s out towards the right side. Gravesy is the first one to this ball, trying to find a pass in field, but Righty isn't there in time. Stucky is done. Take this out, looking to restore this back to a drawn game, but Righty, massive beat up the field, bottom left corner, 3-0 Gibatis.
What on earth is happening at this point to Tartarus? They have absolutely been dominating this game after dominating much of the rest of the series. Makes a tantalising prospect for game 4. Let's see if they can get themselves back into this though. Tartarus, from now, they need to be absolutely perfect from this point, and they start here with Stork looking to create something here off of the backboard, sneaks it in, almost Sucker keeps it alive, looks to create that angle for his teammate, but again, it just falls away from him. It's all right because they're creating those opportunities. They just need a couple of them to fall their way for themselves to get back into this game. Sucker takes it to the right-hand side, pops it up, looks to go all the way here, out to the near post. There's a chance, there's a demo. Stork is there. Stork will find the net. And the road to recovery looks very much on.
There you go, the door is open. Gravity got a demo but couldn't get contact with the ball. Stork just had an open net to look at, pops it into the net, and there you go, 3-1. And Tartarus maybe had their wake-up call, and now we're going to try to fight this one. Fight their way back into this game. They want the sweep. They want it to still be on going into game 4. But yeah, I think the difference with Debaters is they are actually using each player's strengths well now. I think they scored that first goal, and it's such a huge mental boost for them at the end of the day. And now Wash Machine, 0 boost. Still getting done with Kyle, who's just going to fall immediately to Craven. So yeah, I think using each other's strengths correctly, but I'm immediately going to be shut down because of 2 minutes left. It's a 1-goal game once again. Thomas, what happened there?
Total whiff on the goal line, isn't it? Absolutely no idea where his car is. So not ideal. And I think Debaters now know that there's a lot of pressure on them because this lead has halved and halved again, and we'll see if there's a chance for Tartarus to maybe get themselves back on level terms, and it might happen here. Sucker was a bit too much on the pass going forward. Here goes Washing Machine at the near post. Gravesy plays it away. They've got a minute and 40 seconds to try and get themselves back into gear. This is spilled out to Stork, who takes a touch in the right direction. Now back across the face of goal. Kyle clears it away. Sucker's there. Washing Machine there as well. He looks to steer it forward. Does steer it forward. What can Sucker do now? Off the backboard. Looks for the double touch. Oh my word. Gravesy just about gets the save. This last minute is going to be insane.
Yeah, this last minute is just going to be Juventus maybe holding on for dear life, trying to take the game. Maybe what they came in for, but maybe they just want the confidence boost going into game 4. Gravity trying to look for another goal to secure this game and help put it away. Kyle into the midfield. The attacks now coming from Juventus. They're good on the attack. They know this. They just need to get on it, build some pressure, because sometimes the best defense is the best offense. Stork bumping his team, and that's not going to help. This one's going to be popped into the midfield. Possibly an open net to look at, but finally Wash Machine is there to send his way into his own corner. And they'll go back up the field looking to tie up this game.
Into the centre it goes. It's desperate stations now for Tartarus, looking to save that series sweep, and it's desperate station for Debaters. These games could be so important at the end of the season. They might get one here. Is it on net? It's not quite on net. Can they follow it up? No. Righty is beaten to the ball. However, they're on attack, and they need to be on attack at this point, as here we go forward once again for Tartarus. Washing Machine not really able to do much with it. Kyle takes it to the near post. Stork clears it away, and there's a goal for Righty. And Debaters have all of that pressure just alleviated in an instant.
There you go, Righty the man to do it. And this game, that secures his hat-trick, 100% goal participation for the man. 15 seconds remain. Tartarus is going to need a miracle, really. 2 kickoff goals they're going to have to rely on. They're going to need this one right now, really, to have a chance. What can Washing Machine do? Pushes over, Kono! Up, down! And with 7 seconds left, once again Tartarus within a shot of taking this to 3-0 series lead. They need one more, and Gibraltar's just here hanging on for dear life.
We go back to the situation we were in about 30 seconds ago as we get underway. They really, really need a goal quickly. They need to keep the ball in the air first and foremost and get it into the opposition half, which is what they've done. Here goes Sucker looking for that shot, steers it forward. Righty has to ground it, but he keeps it in the air. That gives Stork the opportunity. Kyle puts it onto the wall. That's not exactly ideal for him. Stork chases it down. Sucker keeps it alive. There's a chase on for Stork, who's going to try and keep it in the air, and he does. And there's a real chance now as he goes forward. Kyle puts it on the ground. What were Debaters doing, Kieran? They did not spike that ball. They had 4 opportunities, and they kept it alive.
Stork gave them the opportunity earlier, and now can't wait. Debaters trying to give Tartarus an equal opportunity, but yeah, there we go. Debaters are able to take a game.
Yeah, what did we say 2 games ago about making sure you put the ball on the ground at the earliest opportunity? And he dribbles it across the entire field just to put it bang onto the wall. I mean, it's quite impressive, actually.
Yeah, it scares me sometimes. Sometimes the lack of the ability to put the ball on the ground sometimes in this rank is quite scary. Obviously, these guys need to get on playing some drop shot. But finally, it does hit the ground. And
no one needs to play drop shot.
Yeah.
Drop shot is awful. No one needs to play drop shot. Not even those who need to practice.
I bet you're a snow day main, mate. Pipe down. Anyway, game 4 we go into finally on good old Beckwith Park, the representative of grassroots esports in Rocket League. There we go. Game 4, Jabatus will look for the tie-up of the series, and this could be the way to die it. Kyle puts his one onto the crossbar, but it's not coming to stop, is it?
Stork goes forward. Gravesy challenges him. It's a good 50, but it ends up in favour of Tatterus. That being said, Jabatus have the attack out to the far post. Can't quite steer it towards the goal. Stork goes forward now, takes it past one. Righty's back. Stork gets it past him as well and keeps his attack alive. It's a bit of a solo play. In the end, it's not quite going to work for him. Washing Machine has to take it forward himself. Now here goes Gravesy out to the left-hand side, keeps it in the air, twirling away, trying to get to this ball, but he's not quite able to find a way through. Kyle goes forward himself. Gravesy misses. Washing Machine's good, waiting on it nicely. Here's Righty, gonna score.
Well. Jabatus, from looking like they would get swept after the end of game 2, took game 3, and now are in the lead in the final game, maybe looking to salvage a draw out of this. But only time will tell. We've still got 4 minutes and 19 seconds remaining on the clock. Any goals to come could very well decide the rest of the series.
And we go back to level terms almost immediately with Washing Machine there taking the shot and follows it in very nicely. That's a very, very nice goal. Again, I think a little bit poor defending from Jabatus, wouldn't you say, Kieran?
Yeah, I think the defensive end for Jabatus maybe not quite just working out. I don't know if it's a slightly slow rotation or if it is just a failing of mechanical inputs. I'm not sure, but still, Righty glitters out, but bumps on the goal line and to get away with one as Washing Machine cannot put this into the net. It's finally 50 was beaten by Sucker. It goes right back to their back line where they don't want it! And Stork wants it in the back of the net, and that's exactly where he puts it. Lovely little solo play from him.
A nice little bit of flair, and again, you can't really credit the Jabatus defence. They are at sea at the moment. I normally try not to pile on a team like this, especially given my rank, but you can't ignore it that their defence has been pretty poor in the last couple of games. Even in that last game, could have been close. It was closer than they would have liked. Washing Machine tries to put it back on net, but this time he's off target a little bit with his shot. In the air though, Carl looks to take a shot himself, misses the ball ever so slightly. Stork goes forward once again. Washing Machine pops it up. Here's Gravesy out to the far post. Okay, it's there, steers it forward himself. What can he do? Washing Machine's there in waiting, puts it across net, and Carl this time is not going to make a mistake about clearing that one away. He goes forward himself now. Stork is on the baseline, ready to clear it away. He does clear it away, tried to get there. There's Gravesy, and a little bit lazy in possession for Tatterus, and they're punished.
Yeah, there you go. Stork trying to do it all by himself, does get it past Righty, but Gravesy is having none of it. Max into the right dead centre of the net, and there we go. 2 apiece, and that's exactly what Jabatus will have been looking for. That's what they're going to be looking for in this series. Maybe they will be happy with taking 1 game, but if you can have 1, why not take 2 when you have the opportunity? They go into the middle and goes even 50s. Stork actually accidentally bumps his teammate Sucker, but he just has to boost to recover. Misses the ball. Wash Machine is dunked. Goes towards the net from Gravesy, and Stork can't get there in time. And Jabatus have the lead once again, like they did at the start of this game, just before the halfway mark. And defence on both sides, lackluster to say the least.
It's been terrible. It's been terrible. Although, to be fair, we were treated to a defensive masterclass last series, so I suppose it's not a nice comparison to have to make. Here goes Carl going forward, then what can he do? Stork is clearing it away from him. Sucker now goes forward himself. Righty can't get there. It's looping and it's still going. Kyle clears it away. Only as far as Washing Machine here, though, who takes it forward, looks to go over Gravesy, but he's not able to find the net. Kyle now will clear this away. And that's nicely done. And we go past half distance. Sucker now goes forward. Washing Machine pops it up over the top of Righty. Now Sucker keeps it alive, keeping it in the air, keeping it going, keeping it dangerous. Kyle tries to clear and eventually does clear, but it's not easy for him. Gravesy now takes a shot out to the far post, and that is a much more confident save from Washing Machine.
Exactly. Confidence in the back line is what's needed. Confidence and composure. That one's not so composed, goes towards the back right corner. Sucker is there to save this one away though. Now it's going to be a race for this mid move. Sucker gets it, but Fatty Carl is the first one to the ball. Pops this one down the other end, patiently waiting for Stork to make his play. Gets a touch, it's not the one he probably would have wanted. But Righty's going to maybe try and pop this towards the goal. It just goes off the backboard. Nothing will come of it. Juventus still have the lead, but unable to expand.
It's a shot and it might find the way in. It's just off the underside of the crossbar. That's really, really frustrating as already 1 minute and 25 to go. So it's desperate stations for this Tartarus side. Juventus trying to hold on, but they look more confident, Kieran, this time than they did at this point in the last game.
Well, experience can be key, and they've certainly had experience having to hold on to that lead. Definitely had a scare towards the end game for the bump on the back line, but it's just rebounded off the crossbar. And now 60 seconds left. The Tartarus, who looks so dominant in the first half of this series, could end up giving up a draw in the final part of it. 50 seconds now in the corner where they don't want it. Now this one's going to go all the way down the upper end to the other corner. That is where Tartarus will want it. A miss from Gravesy. Maybe that composure just disappearing. A demo onto Gravesy. Righty misses the ball. Washing Machine tries to put this one towards net. And Kyle's own goaled it! At the worst possible moment, Tom.
With 30 seconds to go, the game is blown wide open, and Kyle, he had to go for it, and he just mistimed the jump. It's well, it's difficult when you feel for him. Let's see if it affects the outcome of this game at all as Washing Machine goes forward. Newfound inspiration to try and find this winning goal now. Stork goes to the right-hand side. He takes it forward. Stork is up for it. It's between him and Kyle for the goal. Into the centre it goes. Well, there's no one there to follow it in. Washing Machine goes forward himself now, trying to steer it towards goal. The series win on the line here for Tartarus, and really firefighting job for Juventus. Here goes Stork, last chance of the game surely before we get something of an overtime. First overtime of the night as well, off the crossbar. Now Sucker tries to keep it alive in the air for Washing Machine, goes forward for the overtime, the last minute goal. It won't find the net, still alive though. Righty needs to let it drop, needs to try and let it drop, and he does.
Well, scenes could not be more tense. Overtime. Do we get a series winner or do we have a draw? Could be decided very quickly. Goes towards net. Nothing to come of it yet. Gravesy now up to the left side. Where Kyle is waiting. Stork has to get a save. Does. Now Gravesy up for this. So the shot goes just towards the backboard, high and wide. Not what he would have wanted. And now Sucker on the break gets it past one. Can he get it past two as he's out of boost? Can't do that. But still left it for in a good position for his teammates. Now Gravesy in a one-on-one tries to just take a direct shot, but easy for Stork to save away. So, as this overtime might calm down, this one's going to go towards net, just wide of the post though. So Tom, exciting overtime so far, chaos all over the place.
Absolutely chaos all over the place. We'll see what Stork can do, who sends it downfield. Kyle is there, misses Kyle. What can Gravesy do? Clears it away. Sucker has to reverse into this one. And Sucker goes forward off of the right-hand side wall. Righty goes forward himself in the air. Washing Machine tries to put it onto the ground. Kyle clears it away. This is awkward stuff. Kyle goes over the top now, but again, not able to find a way through. Sucker out to this left-hand side, trying to find a way through at the near post. Washing Machine takes a shot. He's off the crossbar. Can Stork follow it through? He can, but Gravesy is there with the save.
Close scenes, but now it's actually popped into the middle for Sucky. Sucker by Righty. Not the person you want to be passing this to. Stork's up for the ball, but Righty, massive effort to just send this away from his own goal line. Now he's going to try and put on a massive effort to score a goal, but it's just Washing Machine's going to 50 this one away. A minute 30 of overtime pass. Gravesy gets control of the ball, sends over to the right. Sucker patient leads him into Washing Machine. Gravesy gets, possibly a dream 50. He tries to play this one in towards the middle, misses the ball off the sidewall. And Washing Machine will get control of this all the way. Sends it back towards the halfway line, keeping control of this ball, trying to keep control of the game before it slips out of his hands. We get a draw, but close, very, very close.
A lengthy overtime here. Righty takes a shot. Kyle tries to steer it towards net, but the redirect's not quite working for him. Sucker now takes it forward. He gets demoed though. It's a very strong demo. What can Kyle do? Takes it forward, looks to go all the way, but it's the man on the line. able to take it away. Now a pinch downfield from Sucker. That almost ends the game, and it's still in the air. Kyle has to time his jump, does time his jump, but there's Stork to take the shot and win the series.
And Stork wins the series for Tartarus. It's a valiant, valiant effort in the final part with a win, and then a close overtime, 2.5 minutes. So getting 1.5 times a game in the final part of the series, and the final part for me and you, obviously, Tom. But an exciting match finally there at the end. A massive overtime for what we thought would be a sweep. We actually got a lot of excitement from it.
Yeah, and it wasn't quite a sweep, was it, in the end? It was a decent performance from Tartarus. They made it difficult for themselves, and they know they made it difficult for themselves. But we're here, and they have the win. So at the end of the day, they navigate the series with relative ease. And, well, I think Trebatus will be frustrated there, Kieran, because they didn't wake up until the last 2 games of that series, and that's disappointing. Post-series stats then on the screen. Obviously, much better for Tartarus. If you score 15 goals in a series, at the end of the day, you're going to expect to win that series, aren't you? And taking 35 shots. This was what shocked me throughout the series, because they only took 4 more shots over the whole series compared to Trebatus. That's quite unusual.
Yeah, yeah. For the shots to be so close, I mean, the same, like almost the same. Yeah, just everything slightly in the favor of Tartarus there at the end. Yeah, I don't have much more to say after that. I feel like I got my feelings out during the series, but yeah, there you go. The 3-1 win for Tartarus. Looking at the stats, you know, you could just tell why they were able to take the series. Everything slightly in the favor as it was at the end of it. And so there you go. There's your series MVP. I felt it was coming. Wash Machine 69, 2,242 points, 15 of the, what was it, 36 shots that Tartarus took, 8 of the goals that they scored, 2 assists, another 8 saves and 3 demos to round out his series stats. So congratulations, Wash Machine. You are the series MVP tonight, 1 of 3. So, well, that's it from me. If there's any more comments you'd like to make, Dylan, I think we'll be wrapping ourselves up for the night.
Yeah, so, well, let's take a look at the next series. It's going to be, well, it's not going to be Morrisky. Morrisky is skiving off of his RSC duties. I apologise, he's not. He's actually very busy. So he's not going to be there. It's going to be Tavish and whoever jumps in with him. That's the next series. That's coming up in about 12 minutes' time. But for myself, Tom, Dylan, and for Kieran on the other side of the box, we thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you all later. Good night for now.
Good night.
I'm the storm that meets the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Who you think you are? Who you think you
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to RSC. I am Tevish, joined here by Aaron, kicking off the final series of the night. It's going to be Rooks taking on Renai in the elite tier. And before we go straight to the series, because you know we're already like 10 minutes late at this point. Aaron, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm running a little bit late. That's on me, guys. Blame your waiting on me. I forgot something. But we're here. We're here for the elite action, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
It's Renai versus
Rooks.
versus Rooks, yeah. So, I mean, I instantly want to hop into the predictions. What do you think it's gonna happen in the game here?
Well, I gotta go a little bit favor of the top dog here, because you have Renai in third, Rooks in fifth. I'm gonna say 3-1 victory for Renai, but what do you think?
I'm thinking a 2-2 here. I think both teams are very strong here, and a 2-2 might be just right in the middle. That's every time I
Okay.
don't know when when a match is gonna end or how a match is gonna end. I choose 2-2, so 2-2 here for me. And
Alright, well, we got all players in the lobby, so let's get this show on the road. We've been waiting for far too long already. Let's kick off here the final series of the night. We already had a 3-1 victory this evening. We had a 4-0 sweep this evening as well. And now we have 6 players. We have Tomo, Bosman Frank, and Gorth taking on Seske, Dan, and Eco Goat. So 6 players, most of them well known. Ready here. Game number 1 underway.
on the one immediately starts off with a attack for Rooks here. A little in the danger area for Renai there, but it's easily cleared out by Bossman now in the middle. But it's still they're on their necks already in the first 30 seconds. Love to see explosive star here for them.
And someone there tried to keep pressure going. Now Dan and Seske all the way into the other side. They clear it all on their own. They don't have to worry about anything. Beautiful touch by Seske, pass 2. And then it's just an easy touch for Dan to put it towards the back of the net. Opening the scoreline after 32 seconds in favor of Rooks.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was already an explosive start for them, and an explosive goal as well from Dan here. An open net for him. Might leave another goal here, but Tomo saves it and doesn't leave his teammates. Oh, now to the sidewall, Bossman Frank keeps it up just to get in front of goal. No one there though. Is cleared out by Aiko now. So Tomo shoots it up. Oh, a little miss, a little triple commit there.
A little bit awkward there, but Seske already up. Gets beat by Bosman Frank. Wants to go for the double, doesn't have enough boost to work with. And it's Gorth, quick shot, dunk as well. Frank wants to turn. It's a little bit awkward there. Dan, beautiful toucher into the corner. Even not the best follow up. And it's a little bit of a scrap here into the corner of Renai, of Rooks, I'm sorry. Renai keeping the pressure here perfectly. Just try to clear it to the middle of the field. Dan, take control, flick attempt, gets it past 1, goes underneath the crossbar. Barely going in, but it's just enough to extend the lead to 2-0.
Duo here for once again Dan here, and with his 3 shots, he's already earned 2, and I think pretty deserved there.
Not the best touch there, but at least it's enough to get the ball into the Rook side. Eco pass down to Sasuke. Back forward to Dan. Tomo still in the corner, waiting for an opportunity. Soft touch by Dan gives an opportunity for Gorth to get a shot all the way into the middle of the field. Tomo, Frank both waiting. Tomo winning the 50, making it an awkward ball for Dan. Still winning the 50-50 afterwards. Frank a little bit of an awkward position, can get it in front of the net. Awkward shot, at least a little bit of pressure from the Renai side, but it's not enough to get the first goal.
A little close there, but not so close for a goal here. But Aiko now goes for that counter attack here, leaves a little space, but Tomo catches it beautifully. Just to get it over Sasuke here. Doesn't get that little miss there, might have some danger for them here, but not really. A counter attack for them now, bangs it up to Aiko, who maybe has an open goal, but misses the chance.
Yeah, such a close opportunity. He had so much time. He was just cherry picking there, waiting for the ball to come to him. In the end, not enough boost to actually make contact with it. But it proves that Renai is not in full control of this game yet, and doesn't also know how they want to approach this Rooks roster. Because most of the time, when they concede a goal, they're overcommitting or they're just putting themselves in the most awkward spots possible. Sasuke now infield pass, no one able to follow up, and Eco soft drop down, beautiful follow up by Dan, gets removed from his efforts, and Gorth try to make at least something happen, but can't get a solid follow up on that ball.
Oh, dangerous for Renai here, but not too dangerous for them here. Now Dan tries to catch it, pass it to Aiko, but Aiko misses it, leaves a shot, but is saved. What a save from him. Then now on counter attack, Sasuke goes up the side wall, tries to get it past one, doesn't get it though. Tomo, beautiful catch. Flick maybe, perhaps, no, doesn't get it over Dan here.
Yeah, Frank tried to get it clear. 1-50 here, the ball goes into midfield. Gorth a little bit slow. Sasuke beats one, beats two, puts it towards the back of the net. 1:12 on the clock, and the lead is 3-0 in favor of Rooks.
3-0 already, and Renai must not be happy with that here. 1 minute 12 and 3 goals deficit here is not looking very great for them, but we're gonna see if they can at least pull a goal or two back here. But I think the chances are slim here.
Yeah, the chances are definitely slim here in game number 1. But it's 1 of 4. There's still more than enough time. Gorth not the best of touches there. Sasuke can follow up. Shot is wide, but Eco can follow up. No real pressure on him just yet, so still a good opportunity to get in front of net. Beautiful opportunity here. Sasuke, quick shot on target, will be saved. Eco now can get an opportunity, no, leaves the ball, realizing he didn't have enough boost to really follow up on it. Frank now towards the backboard, tries to make it onward, no one can follow up from his team. And another opportunity for Renai, but not good enough to get their opening goal in the series.
Not good enough, but I mean, it's 24 seconds. We're gonna see maybe another goal for the Rooks here side, but I almost wanted to say Spooks, but that is not a team name, that's a caster here. But speaking about goals, Tomo gets the first for them here. Caster curse maybe?
It's a good play here by the Rooks roster, not the Rooks, the Renai roster. Clearing the ball all the way into the other side, catching the Rooks defense a little bit off guard after their offense. And then maybe a little bit of chaos because, like you said, they get their opening goal here. So at least they have a little bit of momentum. Might even get a second one. I don't know what happened here, but it works.
It works, and 8 seconds. I mean, it was 3-0, it was looking impossible, but 2-3, and the deficit only being 8 seconds, and 1 kickoff goal is already an equalizer. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Tomo, Sasuke keeps it for their side here to the backboard. Oh, it's still alive. Tomo just a catch, but doesn't get the catch. On the ground, Rooks win the first one, 3-2.
Yeah, great opportunity for Renai there. They won the kickoff, but didn't really able to follow up. So Rooks was able to take full control and just clear it. And that's just one beautiful way to end game 1 here. Rooks in full control. And then in just 20 seconds, Renai bounced back to the maximum. Tomo gets their first goal. Gorth gets their second goal straight after. And in the final seconds, just not enough to really close it out. But it at least shows that Renai is in a good position to just, show offense. and actually take the fight to Rooks instead of just receiving the punches.
I mean, winning or losing 3-0 is not good, but losing 3-2 is kind of setting a tone for the other game. They got the last 2 goals there, and that kind of sets the tone for the second game here. So they're kind of warming up here, and I'm excited to see game 2 here because it's going to be another close matchup here. You don't reckon?
Yeah, I definitely think it is going to be a close matchup here, but it all depends on how this game 2 is going to start, because game 1 started with Rooks just being full on aggressive, opening the pressure. Within 32 seconds they had their opening goal, and Renai, they only came to life in the final 20 seconds of that game. So still more eyes are focused on Renai if they can actually open the game here with a little bit more passion. Maybe a little bit of an opening goal would make it perfect for them, but at least momentum or a little bit more fire, I don't know, something to really get them going, because so far Rooks is the team that's in control here.
Oh, definitely in control here. I mean, the goals were there, but it was just not enough. It just wasn't shown enough on the pitch. Only last couple of seconds. They have to show it during the whole game. And like right now, they're kind of get attacked, but it's immediately stopped by the solid defense of Rooks here. Dan now, maybe a 50 gets the dunk.
Not the best touches here. Eco in the corner, at least didn't win from Frank. Frank gets beat by Dan. Dan can't follow up on his own touch. Infield pass from Gorth. Try to find one of his teammates. Sasuke interferes. 25 boost. It's a little bit more than you need for at least a 50. Eco, not the best touches. Dan gets beat out. Gorth has an open net to work with. Tries to take it slow. Sasuke has enough time to recover, and a great opportunity for Renai to get the opening goal goes to waste.
Goes to waste indeed, and you must wonder why would they waste such opportunities. I mean, yeah, it's a good chance here to get in front in the first minutes here to set a tone for the rest of the game, but they decided to not do it. But we're still 0-0, still enough chance for both teams here. Maybe perhaps here one for the Renai side here. On the backboard, someone there at the end. It's only Aiko who clears it.
Yeah, Sasuke now in the air, quick shot on target with a lot of power, but not enough to find the back of the net. Beautiful save from Frank there. Wins the 50 on the wall, doesn't have the best recovery. It makes it awkward for Dan and Sasuke to follow up. Dan still gets the ball in the front of the net. Someone gets bumped out of the way, can't follow up. Sasuke now infield pass to Eco. Eco towards the back of the net, and Rooks open the scoreline yet again.
Rooks open the scoreline yet again indeed, and you must wonder, Renai, what can they do to stop him? They don't really have a plan here. I don't see them rotating properly here. They just need to straighten up their defense and hope for the counter-attack goals here, because Rooks is actually playing really well against them. So I don't know what I would do when I was in their position here, but maybe you have some advice for them here.
Well, one thing you definitely have to keep in mind here in this matchup, it's not that Rooks or Renai is one of the two is the underdog here. It is still the number 3 versus the number 5. We're in the final weeks of league play, so they are there for a reason. And it is to be expected it's going to be a close fight the entire time. But the thing that, before I say anything, what matters? Gorth does it all himself, puts the equalizer here. Beautiful air dribble past everyone. And just like that, 2:22 left on the clock, and it's 1-1.
1-1 there, and I mean, Renai are coming back into this. Maybe another caster curse from me here. But I mean, it's not over yet. 2 minutes, and excited to see them here. But Bossman Frank here just to get over Aiko. Aiko blocks it. Now Gorf so gets it. Otomo just to flick it over him. Is 50'd in the middle though. Bossman Frank, soft touch, but gets intercepted here. Gorf so shot, but is easily saved by Aiko here.
Yeah, Frank now tried to find something on the backboard. Gets denied. Tomo can make contact. Eco has time to clear. Tomo tried to drop it down. Does find so, but Gorth was not in the right position. Frank, beautiful save. denying that second goal for Rooks. Dan tries to get it past one, finds Tomo. Frank a little bit slow on the turnaround, but does get the save from the shot of Sasuke. Dan pushing back. Eco try to rush back. Dan, beautiful interference there. Gorth, a little bit of an awkward touch, leaves time for Eco to get a touch on the ball. Tomo can't follow up properly. And just like that, it's a little bit of a scrappy play all around. It's just go towards the ball, get a touch, and hopefully it's good enough that it goes in front of the net. But nothing is set in stone here in this game number 2.
No, I completely agree with you there. I don't see really, like, just like this, just getting it on the side wall and hoping for the best, but the best works here. And Dan shoots it in the back of the net for Rooks, and we were talking about it, and it happens.
Yeah, when you think that it's finally getting a little bit solidified, there's just a little team play or a little, well, just one player doing a little solo play, doing it all, and Rooks, they did that perfectly. They get their second goal, and just like that, Ranai are trailing again. This time they have a little bit more time to get that one goal back. Instead of 8 seconds, they have roughly 40 left to get that equalized, to force an overtime or maybe even get another late goal. But if they're just gonna be scrambling like this, and it's gonna be difficult for them, because Rooks is in control, and Ranai, they definitely need that second goal.
They definitely do need that second goal to equalize things here, but that was pretty darn close. But not in yet, but oh, maybe a double tap here from Tomo. That would have been neat, but not in yet. Dan now for the counter attack. 10 seconds left, and Ranai is not looking good here. Beautiful shot by Dan, but it's stopped, and another shot from Aiko stopped by Bossman Frank. It's still alive though. Can Ranai maybe pull something back here? Sasuke has the ball flip, reset, lets it drop. Bossman Frank keeps it up, and then gets it on the post, but it's still alive. And that's still dropped. That's a 1-2 for Rooks. And all Ranai can do now is equalize.
Yeah, there was a close opportunity for Rooks to even get that third goal there in the end, but the woodwork wouldn't help him. And for Ranai, you're definitely looking now at them. We're already looking at them at the end of game 1, because they came close in those final 20 seconds, but here they had a fast equalizer. They had 2:22 left on the clock before they had to really struggle or anything. So they had some time to really do something, and we'll see a sub, and I think it's going to be on the Ranai side. Lynx is stepping in. I'm curious to see who is going to be stepping out, and maybe this will even change something for the dynamic of this entire game.
I mean, I completely agree with you here. I've seen Lynx play a couple of times before on stream. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he can bring in something for this Ranai team, because they need a sub, and because their team is not playing like they were hoping for here. And a sub is, I think, exactly what they need here, but that's for Sovereign Heights to answer us.
Yeah, it all comes down. You have 2 games left. It's now the opportunity to at least get a draw here, instead of going and losing the series. So a little bit focus here on Lynx. If he can bring something new to this team, if he can help Tomo and Frank find a little bit more team play, a little bit more motivation, momentum in their favor, to get at least 2 wins here. And Lynx already having a beautiful opening here, putting the ball towards the back of the net. But in the end, it doesn't get a goal yet, but at least it's a little bit of pressure at the start of game number 3.
I mean, like I said at the beginning of the series as well, these two teams can get really explosive kickoffs here and start the games here, but still not a goal, and so it's still 4 minutes 20. And I mean, I think Ranai can equalize here. Lynx has subbed in for, I'm pretty sure it was,
He subbed in for Gorth.
yeah, for Gore, thank you, thank you there, but Sasuke proves me wrong here. Run over Rooks, and nothing Lynx could do about that.
Yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate rotation. Let's call it that, an unfortunate rotation. I wanted to add so many things on my mind, but let's just call it that, you know, that's the politically correct way. Just like this, it's a misrotation in defense. And Sasuke, he's not complaining. Gets 2 free goals, takes his entire team in this little backpack that's on that he's carrying with him. And just like that, Rooks is 2-0 up within 1 minute and 2 seconds.
1 minute and 2 seconds played indeed, and 2-0 already. Musk set it zone here. Renai is falling in shambles here. They can't really do anything. The goal or the shot just keep on going on at the goal here, and it just keeps on being dangerous, and it's looking not good for them in game 3 here, and an equalizer is even looking far for them here.
Well, we still have 3:30 left on the clock. It's gonna be a difficult task, definitely with that goal from Dan, but it's not impossible, because we've seen it in game 1 where in 20 seconds they got 2 goals back. And I think now, obviously you have a substitution with Lynx coming in, Gorth going out. It has an impact. In the start we were like, okay, maybe, because you have a little bit more pressure. But then the Rooks were also just like, yeah, fine that you have a substitution, but you know, we're just gonna play our own game. And they did that perfectly. And they're still doing it perfectly. And for Renai, they're still wondering, how are we gonna implement Lynx in this entire rotation? And maybe an own goal here might actually start something. Eco making it really difficult there for themselves, but at least they get the save. Frank putting the ball in front of the target, but Dan able to save it. And there was a little chance that Renai would have had a first goal here, but in the end it's still the Rook's defense that is just saving everything.
Oh yeah, Rook's defense here is pretty solid, and for a Renai side that's now using their sub, it's looking difficult to surpass that here. But another 4th goal might put some salt in the wound there, but not yet.
Yeah, Frank clearing it into midfield. No one of his team can follow up. Lynx, beautiful save there. Gets it past 1, has still 40 boost in the tank, so more than enough to make something happen. Frank, not the best of touches, but at least it keeps the ball in the Rook side, and that's something that Renai desperately needs. They need to make sure that the ball is there the entire time, and Lynx, beautiful call out. He calls out Tomo that he can just bounce back, or Tomo, Bossman Frank, that he can just bounce back, and that he'll take the shot. And just like that, 2:12 left on the clock, and a little sign of life from Renai here.
A little sign of life indeed. I mean, last game it was 1-3 as well, or not last game. Game 1 it was 1-3 as well, 1-3 as well. And I mean, they can get goals pretty quickly here. So let's see if they can do it again. But just, I mean, those 2 games were even close as well. I mean, I think both were 1 goal deficits here. So I think it's very possible for Renai to come back here. But still, the task is looking hard, but possible for them here.
Yeah, it's definitely not impossible. Sasuke, beautiful control there. Dan follows up, not the best of touches, and it gives Frank a little bit of opportunity. Gets the fake, gets a pass. Tomo follows up. Beautiful play here from Frank, doing it all. Gets it past 1, fakes out Eco, and then Sasuke has to choose between the 2 threats. One is the shot from Frank, the other one is the infield pass to Tomo. Chooses Frank. Sadly, wrong choice. Tomo gets the 2nd goal for Renai.
What a goal there. I mean, started off with the fake, and then with the beautiful pass, and then you know what he does with those balls. Gets it in the back of the net, Tomo. And I mean, 1 minute 22. It was 3-0, now it's 2-0. It's looking closer, and I think Renai might as well put it off here in the next 1 minute 12.
Yeah, well, they have now even more time than they had in game number 2. So maybe an opportunity, but we've said this before, and it all comes down to, can they do it with the time that they're given? They have 20 more seconds than they had at the end of game number 2 to get an equalizer, and they're still playing the same Rooks roster. They've been dominant so far throughout this entire series, so they know what they're doing. But now it all comes down to, can they at least get that equalizer and force an overtime that they so desperately need?
Ooh, we're looking close here, but not a very tough shot for Frank here to save. 20 seconds and time is still running, 28 seconds and time is still running out here, and 20 seconds now, and it's looking impossible now for the goal from Dan here, and I think Renai are in the abyss here.
Yeah, they're definitely. That's something that shouldn't have happened, and definitely, I think all of the players on that Renai roster are just kicking themselves like we should not have conceded that goal, because they were so close to get the equalizer. But time's not gone yet. They still have a couple seconds to get them going, and a little bit of a miracle is needed to really get it going now, because it needs it. The third goal, it's now or never, but time ticking down. And with Rooks is in full control, they might even get another one. They will get another one. Sasuke gets his hat trick, puts it underneath the crossbar. 5-2 victory in game number 3.
5T, and Rooks here totally finish it off, and in Sovereign Knights here, and I think it's pretty deserved here. They have done everything right that you can do right in this. The defense was sometimes a little off, but I mean those that fake goal with the pass is almost impossible to save. So I mean I think they've done a really good job winning here, and I think they're going in the 4th game with a really nice feeling, and I think Renai here with a not so nice feeling.
Yeah, definitely. If you're Rooks, you're feeling good. You're one game away from getting a sweep. Let's be honest here. If you're Renai, you're one game away of getting swept. So I really hope for all players on the Renai roster, they now have some fuel that there's like, we're not gonna get swept, we're gonna win that final game. Because you lost 2 games with 1 goal, and then you put a sub in, which is, it's a good choice, but it also has consequences, and the consequence here that you lose with 3 goals.
Oh yeah, I mean the first two games were only one. I think both of them were 1 goal deficits here, and now a 3 goal deficit is not what you are looking for, and I mean totally deserved loss for them here. But going in the 4th game, I think they might as well put everything on the table here. Might as well go for at least a game win here to lessen the pain here.
Yeah, and now let's see, final game here of this series, final game of the night. Let's see what is going to happen. And so far, Sessi already wants to open the scoreline. He can't do it, Eco can. And there you have it, 6 seconds. It's a record I don't know if it's this evening, but at least this series, for that opening goal.
Yeah, already going off the start blocks like he's a F1 driver, really fast. Getting it out on the backboard, and Aiko there to finish it. Beautiful plays there, and I mean Renai couldn't even touch the ball there in the first couple of seconds, and it's already in. So I think they're gonna. I've said it a couple of times, but it sets the tone once again.
Yeah, and it might become the second one unless something happened there. No, Dan puts it towards the back of net. 27 seconds, 2-0 lead. Sasuke towards Dan. Dan gets it past Frank. And Frank was the 3rd man in the rotation, so a little bit of an overcommit from his side. But again, if you're a Rooks fan, you're not complaining. You're getting goals here. Your team is winning, and it definitely helps you in the standings.
Oh, definitely does. I mean, it was numbers 3 versus 4, 5th. So it was bound to be close, but it was not that close in this, if you look at the end of the series score. But it's not over. Let's be fair, it's not over here. I don't wanna end things yet. Oh, what a goal actually! Renai.
Yeah, where we thought Renai is the only team that's going to overcommit. Rooks can do it as well. They're a little bit of a double commit. Luckily for them, the ball finds the back of the net in the end. So 4:10 left on the clock. They get 1 goal back. Only 1 goal trailing, like they've been basically doing most of the games so far. So now comes the question yet again. Can they get that equalizer that they so desperately need for so many games in a row?
I mean, have they equalized one? I don't think so, but now they have. Lynx finishes that beautiful touch by Tomo here, or by Bossman. Actually, a really nice team player from all of the players touching the ball at least once to lands in the net by the beautiful shot by Lynx here. 2-2 and a close game 4 here.
Yeah, and just like that, we had 2 quick goals by Rooks. Now we had 2 quick answers by Renai. It's basically 0-0 here in game number 4. Tomo tries to get a pass to Dan and Sasuke both jump. Sasuke does get the second touch. Tomo infield pass doesn't make enough contact to get it to his teammate. Lynx now tries to get something from the backboard. Doesn't have that much success. Tomo, however, can follow up, and just as we're thinking, Rooks is probably gonna score. Renai is gonna score first and take for the first time the lead in this series.
I mean, for the first time indeed here, and I mean, Rooks here are kind of crumbling here in the last game, but I don't think they really mind here. But winning 4-0 is, oh, what a shot here. But winning 4-0 is always the best, and 3-1 is not really, I mean, you still win, let's be fair here, but winning 4-0 kind of sets a tone for the next game, so they're like, oh, they won 4-0, we better be careful now. But I mean, 3-1 is alright as well, but I'm speaking too soon, 3 minutes here.
Yeah, more than enough time. Eco tries to win the 50, couldn't make too much contact. Dan, hopefully Eco will turn, no, leaves it for Sasuke to get a touch, pinches it down. Eco already up, gets 1 touch, try to get a second one. Doesn't have enough boost to really make something happen. Dan gets removed, so that gives a lot of space for Lynx to keep the offense going. Finds Tomo. Tomo doesn't get the best touch, and Eco now gets a counter attack on the other side. Sasuke will also want a piece of that ball, can't find too much. Contact. Lynx up in the air, has a flip set to work with, tries to get it underneath 1, but Dan reads perfectly what he wanted to do. A little bit too late to follow up, and now it's just Rooks trying so desperately to find an offense going. They find each other, but they can't find the back of the net.
Can't find the back of the net yet here, but 2 minutes left and 1 minute goalless here. It's looking promising, but a shot there is easily blocked off. A little double commit here might lead to another goal for Renai here. Not yet. Bounces off the side wall. Oh, a little miss here from Tomo, but that doesn't matter. Lynx gets in the back of the net, and 4th game is looking to go to Renai's side here.
Yeah, and I don't think there was a miss from Tomo. I think for Tomo it was just a fake to see if anyone from the defense wanted to jump, and then it worked. Lynx had a beautiful opportunity, and now they have a 2-goal cushion here at the closing end of this series. Tomo takes his time, wanted to get a flick over the defense, but was a little bit too late with pulling the trigger. But pulling the trigger, Lynx takes another shot on target. A little bit too slow, so an easy save for Dan, but still, it's an opportunity for a goal. And Lynx, another one, leaves it for Tomo. Finds it in between 2 players, but can't find it towards that back of the net, so they can have more goals. And make sure that they're gonna win this one and they don't throw it away in the final seconds.
Oh no, they wanted to win this game, but a demo from Dan here leaves space for Sasuke to finish that Doomsday dish here. And what a shot, and what a bump actually. Dan did all the work here. Sasuke, of course, finishing that Doomsday dish there, but Dan did a fair bit of work there for Rook's side here to get a goal here. And 4-3, 1 minute, and goal deficit is 1.
Yeah, Dan leaving it for Eco. Eco gets 1 touch, try to make it awkward for the defense. Does have a little success in it, but not enough to get that goal. Lynx now, infield pass. Hopefully can find out himself. No, has to leave it. Frank there. Tomo backs down, realizes he has to defend instead of be aggressive.
Oh.
Quick shot by Sasuke, easy save for Frank. And Frank takes control. A little bit of a double commit there, but at least they get to clear. Has a flipper set to work, try to get a pass 1, try to get a pass 2. Even has Lynx working with him as well. It's all to keep the ball in the Rook's side. That's all they want, that's all they need. Because they only have that 1 goal, and if they can kill the time, then they've won this game.
So times indeed here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, One, and it's still up here, and it's done. Renai, get there, kind of. Let's call it a little bandage on the wound here. Gets a game back here.
Yeah, they get. It's basically the same as putting a bandage on a bullet wound. It's not like it's gonna help, but at least you're covering the big damage that it's gonna cause, or that was caused. So they lost the series. Congrats to Rooks to getting that 3-1 victory. 3 very dominant games here, and Renai. I thought they were gonna win here in the end, but well, not in the end, in the entire series actually. They closed it down here in the end. But it was just not enough in general to really take the fights to Rooks.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you here. And I was really strong in that last game, but I think it kind of has to do with Rooks not being kind of. I mean, they didn't play as well as they did in game 1, 2, and 3 here. I think they already knew, like, okay, we've won this. Let's just have fun now. Let's just pretend we're in free play. Just try to score some nice goals. And they did, to be fair, but they didn't get the win in game 4 here. And good performance overall from them besides game 4 here, if it's my opinion.
Yeah, and I think multiple will agree on that opinion. And obviously, we always have a series MVP, and this time it's gonna be, come on, who else would have been? It's gonna be Sasuke with 1735 points, 12 shots, 5 goals, 7 assists, 2 saves, and 3 demos. He's definitely been carrying the Rooks roster to a victory here. And yeah, it was kind of to be expected. Oh, you also could have given it to his teammates, but in the end, this was just Sasuke was the name we said the most out of the 3.
Oh yeah, indeed. But I'm gonna be fair. I must give a pretty huge props here to Dan as well. I mean, we called Dan a couple of times in especially in the first 2 games, but Sasuke just popped a little above him in the last couple and the first games as well. So huge props to him for getting that MVP here. And
Yeah, and with that, we're closing down here on the RSC stream. We had 3 series. We had a 3-1 victory, we had a 4-0 sweep, and then we had another 3-1 victory. So, sadly, no draws here. Well, sadly, if you're one of the 2 teams that played on stream, then you're happy. But that is it for tonight. Luckily for you, we have 2 more nights coming up. Tomorrow and on Sunday, we also have a stream. So, good night for now, but we'll see you there.
I'm the storm that meets the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Who you think you are? Who you think you soul is safe from the demons inside us. No one's soul is safe from it all. I see you fall in the middle.